Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another Genshin Impact reaction video. Today, we're going to be checking out the official drip marketing for version 4.5 that has officially gone up on social media as of today. It's almost 11 o'clock my time. I just woke up, had breakfast. I've stayed off social media as per usual. But before I jump into 4.5 drip and my thoughts and theories on the character, their reveal, their lore, and all of that, I do want to update you guys on a couple of things. So first and foremost, I do apologize to everyone that was really antsy and waiting in anticipation for my thoughts on the 4.4 drip marketing, which you guys have probably noticed never was uploaded. I never did a 4.4 drip video reaction. And the reason for that is because 6 weeks ago, I was on my way to Canada to spend time with my girlfriend and her family for the holidays. And I was actually at the airport when the drip marketing went live. And I knew that I wasn't going to be able to do it that day. And when I was in Canada, I didn't want to like immediately drop all of my stuff and record videos and start working the second I got there. So I ultimately just had to let go of doing the 4.5 drip. But at the time, for those who are curious of my thoughts, Gaming looked pretty cool. I was already expecting Gaming to be the free 4-star because we usually get a free Liwe 4-star selector every lantern, right? We got it with Yunjin, we got it with Yao Yao, and Gaming's design looked really cool from my perspective. We've obviously since seen the live stream special program for 4.4, and I'm excited to get the free copy of him. As for Cloud Retainer, I think that it was something that was surprising, but also expected at the same time, because going into Lantern, right, going into Liwe as a whole, as we do every year, I was hoping for, or at least anticipating, that they would shift to the Adepti, right? Cloud Retainer, Moon Carver, Mountain Shaper, which I'm wondering now if next year when Natlan comes out, it'll either be Moon Carver, Mountain Shaper, and then the year of Snezhnaya will be whatever character we hadn't gotten up to that point, which is really exciting. Also, I did say in my 4.3 drip marketing that I was going to be skipping Navia, but then I got her weapon on a 10 pull, and I was guaranteed the next 5-star because my last 5-star was Jean. So I ended up getting Navia, loved her, double crowned her day one, and I think she's like super fun to play. And it's essentially the mantra of the best defense is a good offense. So they took the defensive element of Geo and crystallized, and they made it like offensive with how it stacks with her doing damage and stuff like that. Super satisfying. The shotgun super satisfying, and she was a guaranteed pull for me pulling when she came out. So I actually think Cloud Retainer might be the first skipped banner. I have seen her gameplay, obviously from the live stream. I'm not super crazy about it, at least for my thoughts on 4.4. That's what I think. I'm not entirely sure. We'll have to see. Navia did win me over with her trial run after all. But with all of that said, thank you all so much for the support. Thank you for checking out these videos, hearing my thoughts. A lot of people were asking about my 4.4 thoughts, and because I didn't do a drip marketing video and I got such immense feedback on my thoughts on it, that kind of tells me that you guys look forward to hearing my thoughts on the drip, and I really appreciate it. But with all the yapping out of the way, 4.5 drip, shout out to Anthony for putting this together this morning, and we are going to see what 4.5 has to offer. Let's start. Oh, whoa. Oh, it's Chiori, isn't it? Okay, yo, good shout out to Anthony with these freaking animation like sequences and whatnot. That's really cool. Like the scissor cut, and then it's immediately her shop. That's how I knew it was her, because of the shop. My mindset was it's either gonna be Clorinde or Sejuin, because those are the only other Fontaine characters at the very least that we haven't gotten yet. And Chiori was teased during last patch during the event with Chevreuse. Wow, okay, so we're getting Chiori of Chioria Boutique. She's also Geo, so Navia's kind of setting a new standard now, so we have Chiori. I'm wondering, oh man, I don't know if I'm actually gonna be able to pull for her, because I'm like 50 pity right now into a not guaranteed pull, and if I'm skipping Cloud Retainer, I don't want to risk Cloud Retainer even though I'm getting the free Gaming. So maybe I can do like maybe 110 pull on this banner. It also depends on what 5-star is gonna accompany her, because she's the only new character. So that's very surprising, because people are suspecting Arlecchino will be playable. People are waiting for Clorinde and Sejuin. So this is 4.5, 4.6, 4.7 territory, and then at that point you have to start shifting into the next region. So, and towards the end of patches is when they kind of fall off with giving us new characters. Like I think the patch before Fontaine we didn't get any new characters, but we do know that Sejuin and Clorinde are still unaccounted for. So very surprising, very unexpected. Anyways, let us check this out. Chioria Boutique's Chiori. Chiori's really good with her hands. Whenever I try on a new outfit, she always does up my hair too. It's all part of the package, she says. I just love it when she brushes my fur. Oh, it's Kiara too. Oh my gosh, yo. All right, nice. So we have Chiori, title, the Thundering Seamstress, boss of the Chioria Boutique with the Geo Vision. I wonder how she's gonna play. I'm wondering if she's gonna be a Geo support, potentially. I think the last Geo support character we got was actually Goro, if I'm not mistaken, who released alongside Ito. Actually, no, technically it was Yunjin. Goro and Yunjin are like the only Geo supports, but it's been almost 2 years since our last Geo character, aside from Navia. I wonder if how she's going to play. I'm assuming support character because Navia is the latest Geo character and she's pretty much DPS. All right, so let's check out her lore here. On the busiest street in Fontaine lies a clothing store called Chiora Boutique. Though it may seem unassumingly small, you'll notice that passerbys often stop to peer in. People say that its boss Chiori hails from Inazuma and that she is as direct as a bolt of lightning. They say what happens to those who insist on interfering with her business have witnessed the fallout with their own eyes. Not only do such meddlers invariably end up tasting the bitterness of defeat, but some of them, for the very first time in their lives, learns what it means to be taken backside first into the gutter, literally. Jesus, so she has like her security detail take you out back into the gutters and beat the shit out of you. What sort of background and upbringing gives a foreigner fashion designer the confidence to act so boldly? This is the question that local journalists, like Charlotte, ask one another when they hear or witness such spectacles. Their eyes widen with amazement. They're constantly on the hunt for anecdotes that may shed some light on her past. Some even have traveled all the way to Inazuma to secretly interview her friends, family, and former tailor mentor. Obstinate, headstrong, and disobedient from an early age, even daring to forego honorifics when addressing her elders. Oh my god. Overall, not a particularly positive picture. Chiori's parents alone would let out a smile, saying that she just has a unique way of thinking and is single-mindedly devoted to the pursuit of her dreams. Miss Chiori, may I ask, how did you manage to achieve such success? And what are the secrets to designing such wonderful clothes? Sitting opposite, Chiori began to put away her needle and thread as she stared coldly back at this journalist masquerading as a customer. Oh my god, Masquerade of the Guilty is hitting different right now. I make whatever I wish to, however I wish to. How about you then? Are you planning to buy anything or not? Yo, ruthless businesswoman. Yeah, she seems to run a tight ship, and clearly the results speak for themselves. She's got a really cool boutique. You got a bunch of ladies in dresses in front of the shop constantly talking about how good the clothes are, and obviously we also know about Ogura Textiles in Inazuma, which I think that's where she was initially affiliated. So yeah, and she's Inazuman working in Fontaine, which kind of is giving like Toma, who is in Inazuma, but he's from Mondstadt. So I think that's really cool. Very unexpected. I was not expecting them to pull back on the 5 stars, at least not for a couple more patches, because, you know, we're going to have the story quest part 2 with either Farina or Nouvellette. And then, like I said, we still have a bunch of unaccounted for Fontaine characters that were featured in the Fontaine Archon quest. So Jory just kind of being delivered after the patch of her reveal is very surprising, at least to me. But yeah, like I said, I don't know if I'm actually going to end up getting her because, again, I think I'm like 50 pity into a non-guaranteed 5-star. And because they're giving us gumming for free, I don't really know if I'm going to pull for Cloud Retainer. So I actually might be skipping her too. Maybe I'll snipe her if I get like, if I go for like a 110 pull, or maybe I will chance my 50-50, but we'll have to wait and see. I'm expecting her to be somewhat support based. I also like the fact that she dual wields, so I'm kind of interested to learn about how she's actually going to fare, how she's actually going to perform in combat, and if she synergizes well with anyone, be it Geo or other characters. She is the Geo element, so I'm assuming her system is going to work similarly to like maybe with something regarding Crystallize, since that's the only reaction of Geo. But let me know what you guys think. Were any of you guys incredibly taken of her during the event quest that she was featured last patch? Do any of you guys plan on pulling for her, or you guys have to wait to see more like myself? Let me know. And yeah, that's going to do it for me. Thank you guys all so much for watching. As always, leave your thoughts in the comment section down below, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care.